Hey, what's up, guys? It's Mr. Joshua with another custom Gundam MSA review. So, today is my last day of my little Christmas vacation, and I'd like to show off to you guys my latest custom. This is a custom I did for a buddy of mine over Facebook. He sent me this figure a couple weeks ago, and this week I actually had some time to get this figure done. This is probably one of the quickest, Gundams that I've, battle scarred in a while. I don't really remember the last time I battle scarred a figure. But anyways, this is the Tallgeese version 3. And he's from the Endless Waltz movie. Now, with the Tallgeese 3, he's actually a pretty cool Gundam. Well, technically, he is a Gundam. He's technically the first mobile suit Gundam that was ever produced in the Gundam Wing franchise, from what I've read. And he would in all the other Gundams were, basically modeled off of this figure in the series. So, this guy came to me, fully 110% complete, came with a package, all of the accessories, all that fun stuff. So first, I would like to show off the accessories. Get those out of the way. I gave it a mild metallic finish and a dirty wash on it. And a little bit of scrapes. I'm not really sure if you can see the scrapes or not, but they're there. In person, it's a whole lot better looking. So yeah, that big giant gun. Then we have the heat whip. I think it's called the heat whip. I just gave it a nice little, dirty wash. And of course, he comes with his two beam sabers. I gave the beam saber hilts just, quick little dirty wash, make them look authentic. And he also had this weird, like a end of the beam whip attachment. I'm not really sure what that's used for, but whatever, it's right there. And while we're at it, I also have the other part that goes to the gun, but that one is being weathered as we speak. It's drying, and since right now it's like 33 degrees out here in my garage, it's a little, it's a little cold out here, so it's going to take a while for it to dry. But yeah, other than that, let's get down to what else I've done for this figure. For fun, I molded and painted this diorama for, specifically for the Tallgeese. And this is all just a resin cast that I made and painted. I own the original mold in my little, workshop. I have it somewhere. I'll find it one day. But what I wanted this Leo to look like was that he was, basically, crash landed on the moon and has been there for some time. It's actually a pretty good looking mold. And this was a diorama that I made specifically for the Tallgeese. And theoretically, if you really wanted to, you can probably use it for any of the other Gundam Wing figures. When I made the original mold years ago, this mold in particular was originally for my battle-scarred Sandrock. They were actually going to make a battle-scarred like Sandrock, from what I believe. Not the one from Endless Waltz, but the one from the TV show. And unfortunately, they never had an official release, so I made one myself. I actually have two of the original Tallgeeses out there. Sandrocks out there, floating around that have been battle scarred by me. But again, yeah, this is actually a really fun, diorama that I made for the figure. And it's pretty awesome. I like it. I made the Leo red just because, why not? They have a blue Leo, green, and purple, and maybe even a black one. I'm not really sure, but regardless, I made it red because it was kind of cool looking. And and the Mercurius too, Mercurius, or whatever the fuck it's called. That mobile suit was red too, so maybe you can play pretend and say that's a Mercurius Gundam. But anyways, here we have the Tallgeese version 3, version 1.0 joints. And as you can see, the battle scarring on here is very light. And the reason why I made it light is because, one, that's what my buddy on Facebook wanted. And two, in the movie Endless Waltz, tallgeese never really gets like, fucked up. He gets, scratched up, maybe the bullet hole here and there, but overall he just doesn't get like destroyed or anything. In fact, he's actually he's actually like the only mobile suit that escapes at the end of the movie. But this is just my interpretation of what the battle scarring would look like. I want to start off with the front of the legs. As you can see here, he has a little bit of, gashes on the front of the legs. Nothing too serious. A little bit of, some scratches. And then right up here, I took off one of the little crown kneecap things. And I detailed on the inside of that too, so that's pretty cool. On his upper thigh, a little bit of scratches, maybe a little bit of a beam saber gash. Here, 3 little bullet holes. Kind of cracked his armor just a little bit. Nothing too serious because, again, he never gets destroyed in the movie. Some bullet holes. Another bullet hole right here. 3 mild gashes. You can actually see it in person. On camera, it looks like it's 2, but there's a 3rd one right there in the middle somewhere. Right here on his little thigh cover, he's got some, mild damage, nothing too serious. Pretty cool. Right here, a little bit of a gash. Here, 1 bullet hole in the gash. Slight gash right here. Like he was just barely, grazed by a beam rifle or, something. Some more scratches here. 1 little bullet hole with a small little gash. Little crack right in there. On this part right here, he has a kind of a bigger gash, more scratch marks, bullet hole. Awesome. And for the back he doesn't really have much of, battle scarring going on. Just, a little bit here and there, nothing too bad. And as a request, the dude on Facebook, he wanted me to make these a little bit darker, and so I tried my best to make these look as, dark and as used as possible. And I think those turned out pretty nice. I like the way they came out. What I really wanted to do, though, is on the inside of these little boosters, I wanted to, like, I don't know, use like maybe a neon orange color or something just to pop those out. And like me, the holes look like they're, blasting off, but maybe next time. These open, they close. There we go. Sometimes they have there we go, a gnat is sticking and they won't really, close up or anything. On the head here, some mild gashes, nothing too serious. Shield. In the movie, he used his shield a lot too, so it's going to be a little, dinged up. Nothing too serious. Scratches and all that great stuff. But yeah, overall this figure came out nice. I'm pretty jealous that I don't get to keep this figure because this figure is just it's pretty legit to the actual battle scarring that you see from the other original Endless Waltz figures. And the main achievement I was trying to do is make him blend in with the other battle scarred units as much as possible, and I think it did a pretty good job. Unfortunately, in real life, you're never going to get 100% accurate with the battle scarring, but you can get pretty close, and in my opinion, I got pretty close. I really like the way this figure came out, and I really hope my buddy on Facebook does too. And I think that's all they have for this figure. And out of the scale of 1 to 10 on how great this figure looks, I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. And the reason I give myself an 8 out of 10 is so that way I can, have some more improvements to work on. It's fun. But, yeah, that's all they have for this figure. And if you guys like my videos, please like and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.